More Iowans are dealing with heart conditions since the start of the COVID pandemic. It's according to the American Heart Association. Local 5's Larissa Leone joins us in studio and shares who's most at risk.
Stephanie, the American Heart Association says in 2019, heart disease has accounted for about 175,000 deaths here in the U.S. And that number is skyrocketing. People of all ages can suffer from it, but it's most common in women. I spoke to a woman in her 30s who experienced a heart scare, and she says listening to your body can save your life. Jen Hummel was a normal, healthy young woman until she started noticing something was off during one of her workouts at the gym.
About 5 minutes in my workout and physically had to stop and shut down and couldn't do it anymore.
Jen went into the doctors thinking she had bronchitis, but what she had instead was a shock to her and her doctors.
The cardiologist came in and said, we're going to do an angiogram and test what's going on in your heart valves. So when he went in there, he saw that I had a 95% blockage in my widowmaker valve.
Wesley Franklin is the Community Impact Director at American Heart Association. He says since the pandemic, there have been more cases like Jen's.
Prior to the pandemic, and yes, going in these last 2.5 years, we have seen an increase. Unfortunately, cardiovascular disease is still the #1 killer here in the U.S.
Dr. Chu is a vascular surgeon at Mercy One Iowa Open Heart, and he says many patients aren't aware of the additional risk people with heart problems are subjected to.
If you have vascular disease, you have a lot of risk factors that you carry with you throughout your life.
Jen says heart problems can also impact your mental health.
One of the doctors that I had connected with about 6 months after having my heart issues, she said, we don't really talk about depression when it comes to after heart issues because there's medicine that can cause the depression that you have to get on after your heart attack, but nobody really talks about it.
Jen's advice and the Iowa Heart Association say although everything may appear fine on the outside, people should routinely check their physical health. Reporting live in studio, Larissa Leone, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.
Larissa, thank you so much. There is a place for those who have lived through experiences just like Jen's. One is the Go Red for Women organization. The group is holding an event Friday in Ames, and Local 5's very own Jackie Schmelin will MC that event.